Vigo turned 6 months old this week. I cannot believe it. It's going by so fast. I thought I would do a review of that 20 to 24 week mark and share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because guys, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you're going through it with your puppy and you're feeling like it's just never getting better, the 5th month is when you'll start to come out of the tunnel and see the light. Or at least that's been my experience. So let's start with the good of life with a 5-month-old puppy. Where we last left off, if you watched my last video reviewing life with a 4-month-old puppy, Vigo had started losing his teeth. He has now lost all of his teeth, and while all of his teeth haven't necessarily grown out, they are there or thereabouts. So his mouthiness is a fraction of what it used to be. My mom's actually visiting now, and she had come to see us maybe 2 months ago, so when he was like 3 months old. And my dad's poor skin, he had marks all down his hands. Vigo was ripping his shirts. Vigo was a little terror, and he's now just such a different dog when it comes to the bitiness. We definitely did things to try and reduce the bitiness, but also I think there's an element of he's just grown up, his gums aren't as sore. He definitely gets mouthy when he's tired, but it's nowhere near as mouthy. And I think he has more awareness of the power of his bite, because what he'll do, I kind of love it. I don't know if this is weird, but he will like yawn and rest his mouth on my arm and not even squeeze, but just kind of like hold my arm in his mouth, which I think is adorable. But I know that I should be discouraging it, but I low-key think it's adorable. The other good is that he's now old enough to do in-person training sessions. So we've just started going to Applause Your Paws. We've done 2 sessions now. I love taking him to training. He loves it. What I would say is if you're going to do training, make sure you investigate the training center you do. If it's helpful, I can do a video of the criteria that I was looking for when we chose Applause Your Paws in Miami. But that has been so much fun, and I think such a great relationship building exercise as well for us to do together every week. The other good thing is he's just mellowing out more and more. Like, he's just been much more mellow. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's just like he's a little bit older now and just more chill. But we make sure that we exercise his brain every day. We make sure we exercise his body every day. And even though we were doing that before, it never felt like enough, and he always felt like he had even more energy. Now, I mean, look at him. He just chills. He's living his best life, just chilling. And I love that. I love that for us. I love that we now know. Hopefully, I'm still holding my breath because I'm still a little bit mindful that we've only had him for 4 months now. That's not that long, right? And he's going through so much developmental stuff that I don't want to peg my thoughts that the way it is now is how it will always be. But as of right now, he's very mellow, and I love it. He's so snuggly. He's so cuddly. We started letting him on the couch and the bed. We have a routine now at night where he comes to bed with us for like half an hour, and then sometimes he gets up of his own accord and he just walks into his crate and goes to bed. It's so cute. And that's another good thing, is that I would say that he loves his crate now more than he's ever done before. And I'm sure that maybe in part that's an age thing, but I think there's also something about we've done a lot of work to build value for the crate. It's so nice because honestly, now whenever I feel like he's getting tired, and signs for me of him being tired are him being mouthy, him being barky, I ask him to go into his crate. He goes into his crate and he immediately lies down and will just unwind in there. So those are some of the good. I can't speak highly enough about the good. I feel like I'm not painting a good enough picture because it's just been so wonderful having him these past few weeks. I think we're just beginning to feel more in a routine. We can see more how he fits into our life. It just feels more natural and more like he's in sync with us, which is wonderful. In terms of the bad, what's the bad? He started humping. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I think this means that we're approaching adolescence, which I am not excited about. I'm mindful that I just said everything's amazing and it's great, but I know that there tends to be a period between puppyhood and adolescence when everything seems great, and then your puppy, when it hits adolescence, will forget how to be potty trained and will bark all the time and will cry all the time. So I'm just bracing myself for that, to be honest. But as of right now, he's humping a little bit. What else is bad? I think that's kind of it, honestly. Like, I am loving this phase of puppy parenthood. In terms of the ugly, I mean, this is just a random aside. I don't think this is an age thing, but I've recently started having to wipe his bum when he comes in after a poop because I've just become increasingly paranoid about his bum on our furniture. And sometimes, despite wiping, I have found poo on my carpet, which is not what you want. So that was kind of gross. I had to clean that up. I think that's kind of it. Honestly, I feel like we can title month 5 of puppy parenthood as the calm before the storm. I feel like it's been a little bit too smooth sailing. But I hope that's helpful. If you are at that 6-month phase and you're reflecting on your puppy's 5th month of life, drop it in the comments what you thought was good or bad or ugly. Did I miss something out? Let me know. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I hope it helped.